Alright, that's crushed.
So many staring eyes.
How are the losses shaping out? 3 fighters have joined the Rio Pact. We've lost 300, they've lost 6.7 thousand. All is as it should be. Damn it, they crossed. Oh, whoops, I just cancelled your orders, didn't I? Whoa! Naval evasion there. Right. Yeah, that's how that works. Oh, hold on.
Now you die.
Okay, we're fine. I just need to tell this guy to stay here and defend that. It's fine. Meanwhile, military factories, we have one more. I think I want to make some more just regular combat weapons. How are we doing for equipment? Still very short on behemoths, and also quite short on anti-tank guns, and those are quite important for this conflict. So let's go ahead and do that. And let me think for a second. Yes, we could probably deploy a couple more of those. No? Oh. Huh. That is the downside to having slow deployment. Yes, super mutants with big hammers! And swords! Okay. You need to stay here and guard that. You guys can now head down to go and assist this. In fact, no. You guys can come over here and stifle this.
Head voice, that you? Sometimes they escape, and I have to round them up again.
Who was it had in charge? Spineless? No. Greed. It was Greed, wasn't it? It was Greed. But we've secured that area. Now we just need to fight and secure that, and then beat the naval invasions. The second massacre at Bitter Springs. Fighting is now coming to an end in Bitter Springs. The White Legs are mopping up resistance. Rumours of another massacre at Bitter Springs is already spreading throughout the wasteland, although confirmed reports are scattered. Those were the Great Khans. So some of them still fighting up here, apparently. White Legs took 2 states. Great Khans have been annexed. Oh, I've just realised we've taken the port. Interesting. No, I don't want you going all the way down here anymore. I want you doing this. Could definitely do with getting those extra troops out sooner rather than later. They've lost almost 10,000 men. Jeez. That's a few. Interesting. Let's put a behemoth that spot.
Huh?
Here.
Huh?
No, that's silly. Behemoth stays on attack, so you can go here.
Don't look at me.
I think they've wasted far too many troops trying to do these naval invasions. Right, that's all of those done. Let's go ahead and get some more of the resource efficiencies finished, although we have so many resources it's unreal. We could probably start trading. How would a super mutant trader be like?
Sometimes they escape and I have to round them up again.
Hold, stop. Support, okay. And I think I'm going to cancel your current orders and say your objective is this. So I'm hoping, yeah, that these guys start attacking. That's more like it. And yeah, I know ports are still being left unguarded, but I'm hoping the more pressure I'm putting on them here in the north, the less likely they want to fight down here. It's the AI that's unlikely, but we can hope.
Shit up, waiting.
Bone Snarl has been wounded. Oh, damn.
Shit up, waiting.
Who else is going to be a good attacker? Agile, perceptive, fast metabolism, leader experience. Numbers Black Eyes. The only problem that he has is he's just slow. He's also got the weakest attack of any of these guys. But he will earn experience faster. Let's go with Lenny. Go on, Lenny. Show us what you can do. You're charismatic, which is more troops. Division attrition reduction, which I do like the sound of. And even more experience. There we go. Animal friend and inspirational. Oh dear, they're crossing here too.
Sometimes they escape and I have to round them up again. Shit up, waiting. Huh?
I'm really curious just how that purple army is done. Because I have a feeling that the kill-death ratio for them is going to be obscene. It kind of is. 87 combat losses to 3,242 kills. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. We've done 17,000 in damage, and we've taken 1,800. It is primarily infantry equipment that we've taken damage to. We still have 19,000 in storage. I mean, we're still trying to replace the heavy melee weaponry with all the basic stuff that we have. But we have quite a large variety of different equipment we can use. What's their manpower situation? Not good, they're out. 4-year conscription, 12% already. They're on the same manpower law that I am, I think, or am I on 8? I think I'm on 12. I'm on 12. And I still have 500, so there. They've lost 11.5 thousand, I've lost 500. And that's without having all of these guys in the field yet. Oh, now I can do it, finally.
Sometimes they escape, and I have to round them up again. Sometimes they escape, and I have to round them up again. So many staring eyes. Huh?
You guys seem to be handling that just fine. You guys are fine. I think the majority of you... I think the main thing is we just needed more troops down here. And that has now been done.
Don't look at me.
Okay. Carry on.
Head voice. Head voice. Huh? So many staring eyes.
How many troops has Old Country lost? Old Country hasn't lost very many, and Old Country is probably actually going to be the second biggest threat that we face. We don't have any borders with them. Okay. Victory here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign you to guard that port. I've learned from that mistake. And we'll need to guard over here as well, but troops are on their way. It's fine, we've cleared this up pretty quickly. Cause of the trouble, done. Pushing the border, gain experience. Washington Brotherhood loses stability and we also inflict a bunch of damage. Or Winter Tactics. I want to grab Winter Tactics so that we can get Ice Jaw. We've been approached by a mutant with the name of Ice Jaw. Unlike many of the rest of our kin, he has a gentle soul. That is, before the Brotherhood found him and struck him with their plasma casters. He has offered to show us the way through the coldest parts of Washington in exchange for help getting his cave back. Alright then. Seems reasonable. Alright, NCR has won the war in the north, and they're now fighting over the river. They've actually got a couple of cut-offs. And they're guarding all the coast, the rivers there. NCR is not out. They are definitely not out. They're pretty far down, but they're not out. Why do you use Frontlines? You don't even go for planning bonuses, just curious. My 99% planning bonus says otherwise. And that's not even my top guy. What's his face? Bone thingy? Bone muncher? Bone eater? Where is he? Bone snarl! Would increase that even further. A CP mutant trader would be like, give me good price or me smash! Yes, he would. fairly new to this game too, will enjoy learning from you. Nossi, I would recommend that you go check out the beginner's introduction game to Hearts of Iron 4 that I did playing as Italy. Give me a second, I'll link it. So that's another thing that I could really do with a Nightbot command. So let's go to YupTubs. Is that the playlist link? Beginner friendly series, here it is. Let's go set that up. We'll do exclamation mark hoi for begin. We'll just call it beginner. That should work. And Ladit, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. And Ishiku, thank you very much for the 21-month resubscription. Huzzah! That is a crazy amount of time. Thank you very, very much for that ongoing support. 21 months. Blimey. That's a long time. Thank you very, very much for that. I appreciate it. And yes, if you want to learn the boats, then do the naval thing as well. There's basically two tutorial things. One which is an actual tutorial, which is a half hour, which is the naval one. And then the beginner series for Italy is me playing through, but doing it very slowly and explaining everything as I go. And either of them should be a pretty good resource to help you learn the game. Alright, it looks like we're finally starting to make a little bit of progress over there. These things have all been cleared up. That's a naval base right there, which I will then need to guard. But I'm quite happy to have the blues doing the guard duty. That is going to be the ultimate goal, wherever they may need to guard. 51 minutes? Okay. I ignore boats and go for naval bombers. In that case, if we ever play, I will shred you. Don't ignore boats. Boats are very, very powerful if used right. Speaking of boats, boats are about the only thing that I haven't researched yet. And having a coastal garrison would be quite good, so I think we're going to go ahead and start upgrading some of this. I think we can get longboats. We'll do it with light cruisers effectively. And these brown units keep on getting routed. Aha!
Don't look at me.
Alright. Time for some revenge, he says with his 9 new behemoth units, although some of them are a little bit weak. Hey, Duke. Okay. How did these guys get here? That's an unsupported naval invasion, because that's not a naval base. It's a dockyard. It must have come from here. Well, regardless. We've deployed the behemoths. The behemoths are going to be crushing over there. Fighting over them more, but that's fine. Because Shatterhand is our urban assault guy. So him being over there is fine. We've taken the naval base. Good. Let's leave you guarding that. And I think what I might start doing is moving your behemoths. Actually, once we've taken this, I'm going to start shifting your behemoths north. Your work here is not yet done. Now it is. $16,000 casualties, 800 losses. Nice. Okay.
Now you die.
Those behemoths go join that army. Actually, no, you can join that army. It's time we cleared this up.
So many staring eyes.
You guys can refocus anyone. Then we'll take this out. You don't actually have any orders. You do now. Crush them! Alright, so their rather scary counterattack has now been more or less dealt with, I think. I'm going to leave you with them. I'm going to leave at least one of you guarding Warren, just in case. And the rest of you can be assigned to this, that's fine. You can flank through Timberline. I don't think that's really going to help us.
You will pay.
Alright. Hold. Gain some planning preparation, and we'll attack it properly. That's a crossing right there. You and you stay there. The rest of you hold. Let's get some planning prep. Alright, brown units. Staff office plan. Greens. Greens have enough. We just need you to get into your positions again. Keep going. Meanwhile, the blues are almost done. So I think at this point I am going to shift all of the behemoths over to this army.
Sit up waiting.
This is pretty much a behemoth army at this point. Good times. Good times.
So many staring eyes.
See you, Mastani. So I managed to make the Legion mad at me. I hope the NCR declares war on them soon, though with how I built up, I don't think they'll be able to take me out. I mean, I think that's the real dream against the Legions, just hold. As the NCR is doing right now. NCR is actually coming back. And the Western Brotherhood got punished. I mean, they got a nice little chunk of territory here, but they lost their northern bits. Okay, you... Let's say you two. Stay here.
Huh? Huh?
Alright, you guys ready?
Have to round them up again.
Yeah, no. Where are these? They are there too. Well, go do another command thing. It's not like I'm short on points right now. Okay, you two. Stay there.
Sit up waiting. Don't look at me.
Just need to finish that off. Alright, blues are basically done. And then blues are going to be taking over the guard duties. And then any spare units that we have after that can be assigned to one of the other armies. So I think what I want is to have another unit in here. So there's two. We've got two guarding there. And then basically anyone who is not otherwise assigned is going to come north. Hell, I could even do this as a proper guard garrison order.
And I have to round them up again.
Might as well. And that'll give me a better idea of how many troops I'm actually going to need for this. I'm not going to do guard VPs, I'm just going to say guard ports. Not that one. Three. Really? Alright. I'll give you 6.
What?
And these guys can go and join. Oh, right. I'm still in that map mode. Okay. Gun Knot, Nerd Rage, Organization Lost While Moving. I think it's going to be one for you. Cool. I think 3 is a bit of an underestimation. Well, there's only actually 3 ports where they attacked me from. There's one there, and one there. Oh no, there's 4 now. That one may not count. But we can always add more units as we need to.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, see, that one's not in their jurisdiction right now. Then just giving them some extra, so if they do get attacked, then they'll mob together and take it back again. Alright, Browns, are you ready? Yeah, you are. Are you still wounded? Unfortunately. Alright, show me what you can do. Time for some Ruvengi. Can I lend to the NCR for the memes? I don't do memes. But I must admit, I did think about it to try and keep them alive. I'd rather join them, though. Get into the actual fight